Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Belle and this is Routine Queen Bee. So today's video is going to be a cash stuffing. I didn't actually have time this week to record the budget with me for my husband and my son's binders. It's just been a busy, hectic, crazy week. Well, technically it's been a hectic month for me with all of the doctor's appointments. I'm finally down to I'm down to the end of my pregnancy, so I'm going once a week for doctor's appointments, and then I also have ultrasounds scheduled in between the appointments that I have to go to, so I haven't had as much time as usual. So we skipped the budget with me for this week, and we're just gonna jump straight into the cash stuffing. I also didn't have time to really cash plan, so I'm hoping that the way I broke down the money works out, and then I won't need to like dig through any envelopes and make change, but I very well might have to. So let's go ahead and count, make sure we have the correct amount. We should be working with, let me see. I know that we had $15 left over for savings, so we should be working with $175. Let's go ahead and count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. $10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And 20, 40, 60. Okay, perfect. 175. Also, it's finally Friday. I'm filming this on a Friday. I'm hoping to post it today as well. Let me know in the comments down below if you had a good week. Even though my week was really busy, it was still good. There's actually a little update. We did actually purchase a new vehicle. We traded in our old Kia Rio and got a 2025 Ford Escape. We got a really good deal on that. I might go into that a little bit more later if I have some time. Okay, so we're gonna start off in my husband's binder. So groceries, we pretty much already used everything. I am filming this video a little bit late, and my husband also gets paid very late, so usually by the time he gets paid, it's already time to do our grocery shopping, and we usually just kind of like use it immediately the day that he gets paid. So groceries, he budgeted 150 and we used 150. Hobbies, he still has a little bit left over from last time. And today we are going to be adding $30. So I'll do a 20 and a 10. So now in hobbies, my husband has $20, $40, $50. And this paycheck for us was really kind of tight because my husband had to call out of work one day during the pay period. And he recently switched from working 5 full days per week to 4.5 because I need a little bit more help around the house now that I'm at the end of my pregnancy. So his paychecks are gonna be a little bit smaller from here on out, but we're still gonna do our best to save as much as we can. But this paycheck, we are only working with $1,110 at the beginning, minus bills and all of that. So we don't have as much as usual to work with today. So we're not gonna be we're not gonna be saving our usual $500 with this paycheck like we like to do. Okay, there is that. All right, next is our kids envelope. Today we are going to be adding $25. I think I did that in 2 10s and a 5. Like I said, I really didn't cash plan. I just kind of did like some of the biggest bills that I could. So hopefully this will work out. So 10, 25, and we always divide up my son's money. I always do 10 for my husband to spend on our son, and then the other 15 will be going to my son's binder. Whoops. So plus 10 today. I don't think he had anything in there. Okay. So he does just have $10 in his kid's envelope. And then this I will be setting to the side, and I will be adding that to my son's binder at the end of the video. Emergencies is just going to get $20. And I think I just did that in the biggest bill I could. So now emergencies has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, $80. That is adding up nicely. $80 in emergencies. Car maintenance, we will be adding, usually I try to add more than $10 in car maintenance, but like I was saying, we did purchase a new vehicle, and they included like a maintenance plan for us. So that includes like oil changes, tire rotations, air filters, things like that. So because of that, I'm hoping we won't need as much for maintenance, since we will only be having to pay for oil changes for one of our vehicles. So we're just gonna add $10, and we will probably continue to add $10 for the foreseeable future. We do get free oil changes for the first 2 years. So for the next 2 years or so, we'll probably only add $10 unless we have like a big repair or cost for our vehicles. So plus 10. Now, I didn't even count this. We have 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, and $60 in repair. Yep, that works out on my sheet. Next is Christmas. We will be adding $30. I'll just do that in a 20 and a 10. And now in Christmas, my husband has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 115. Nice. He broke 100. So that is Christmas, $115. Glasses, we'll be getting 15 today, in a 10 and a 5. And my husband did confirm that he's planning on going towards like the middle of the year. So hopefully I can get this above 100 by the time he finally goes. And if I can, I'm hoping he won't have to pay anything out of pocket or on his credit card. So now in glasses, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, and 50. Next up, we have date night. We are going to try and go on one more date before the baby arrives at the end of March. So in date night, we're gonna add 15. So 10 and a 5. Now in date night, we have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So pretty soon here, we should be able to start planning our date. We're getting up to a good amount. If you hear like some noises in the background, that's our washing machine. I'm doing a little laundry right now and our washer is super loud. Next up we have Valentine's Day. Since it just passed, we're not gonna stuff anything crazy in here. We're just gonna do 5 because we do have basically the entire year to save for this now. So that's all that Valentine's Day has, just 5. Next up is Mother's Day. We're going to stuff $10. I'm not sure what we're gonna be doing for Mother's Day this year, mainly because I'm gonna be having my baby in March and Mother's Day is in May and he'll only be 2 months old. So I'm not sure if I'll want to like take him out to like a restaurant if that's what we end up doing. We might just end up staying in and like my husband will cook dinner at home and he might just get me a gift. So we're gonna save a decent amount on Mother's Day, but I'm not gonna do anything crazy because I don't think we'll be going out unless my mom is able to come watch the kids. I didn't count. Let's see. In Mother's Day, we have 10, 20, 30, 35. There we go. So 35 in Mother's Day. And my husband did ask me to add another envelope for him. He asked to add a clothing envelope. I didn't have a clothing sticker to put on here because I used it for my son's binder. So I just labeled it as shopping, but we know that this will be for clothing. And today we will be adding $10. And of course, since we are just starting this envelope, that is all that it has. So we're doing that in 2 5s. You know, I'm wondering if maybe I should exchange this for the 10 that I set aside for my son's money, because I think we're gonna need more small bills in my son's binder. So I traded that out. We're just gonna do a $10 bill instead of 2 5s in this one. So he has $10 in his clothing envelope. He doesn't need new clothes right now. He just wants to have this in case. The main thing that he needs to buy all the time is new socks because his socks are always getting holes in them. And then like he likes to get hats, and occasionally we do go on like a little Ross shopping spree. So that's what that will be used for. And finally we have miscellaneous. And that's gonna be getting our last 5. My husband's been doing really good on not spending anything out of his miscellaneous envelope, so I think we're doing pretty good in here actually. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, $15 in miscellaneous. I'm bad about my miscellaneous envelope. I tend to spend out of it a lot. Okay, so 15 in miscellaneous. Oh, and I forgot to write it on my little card. I'm gonna do that really quick. There we have it. And that is it for my husband's binder. Next, we are going to move right along and stuff my son's binder. So for my son, this week I contributed $45. And my husband, I set aside that 15 from earlier. So in total, we should have 60. I am going to count it just to make sure that we have the right amount. So we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 60. Perfect. Okay, so starting off in fun, for fun money, my son will be getting $5. And we're gonna do that in a $5 bill. Perfect. So now he has $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10 for fun money. And we do have a, I did plan a play date with one of my friends and her daughter. I want to take him to, it's like an indoor playground. It's called Giggles. It's a lot of fun. He's only been there once before. And it's $15 to get in, but that's for the whole day. So he has 10 in here. If I can save another 5, we will have enough, but I'm not sure. I think I might pay for that out of my binder for him instead of using his fun money. Next we have birthday. I did spend a little bit out of this envelope for decorations for his party. I know it's really early, but I had the package of decorations or whatever saved on my Amazon, and it notified me that it was on sale. So I just bought it while it was a little bit cheaper. So in birthday today, he will be getting 30. So 20 and a 10. So now in birthday, he has 50, 70, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, $135. Which gets us about to where he was before. What did I say, 135? I'm gonna double count. I already forgot, I already spaced out. 50, 70, 90, 100, 1, or 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yes, I was right. So 135, that is just about enough to rent the bounce house. And then after I rent that, all I have to do is save for the food. I found online a bakery close to us that will do 36 cupcakes for about $30. So that's what we're gonna do for that. And then for the rest of the food, we're just gonna do pizza and then like a fruit and veggie tray. Next up, we have hair. Today in hair, we're going to be adding $7. So 5 and 2 ones. Now hair has 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, $19. And we need about 45 to get his haircut. Perfect. Hopefully that will add up fast enough that we can cut his hair before his party, because it's already growing very quickly. Activities will also be getting $7 today. My husband and I talked about it, and we decided instead of gymnastics, we're thinking of enrolling him in basketball, just because there's a little bit more physical activity in basketball. So hopefully that will tire him out more. And he has like a Little Tykes basketball hoop, that he loves to play with, so we think he might enjoy that more. So instead of gymnastics, we're thinking basketball now. So in activities, we have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 40. I think basketball might be a little bit cheaper than gymnastics too. So hopefully by the time we are ready to enroll him, I will have at least the first month's payment in here. Or actually, I think we're planning on paying for a season because they give you a discount if you pay for the entire season. And it's not that expensive. I think it's like $190 for the season if you enroll before a certain date. So we have 40 in here already. That's not too bad. Next up is clothing. Today it will be getting $4. I might have to make a little bit of change because I think from here we basically just need ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So $4 in clothing. Now we have a total of 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, $19. And we are writing on our son's birthday invitations that we would prefer clothes over toys. So hopefully we won't have to spend this for a while and we can let it add up. If people buy him clothes for his birthday, then we won't have to get him any for a while. Okay, and then we have back to school. This will also be getting $4 today. And I will have to make some change. Let me see if I have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. I had $5 here, so we'll exchange that. And then we just need to add 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now in back to school, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, $26. I can't believe how fast these envelopes are adding up because I am not adding more than like $5 to most of these like clothing, back to school, and cell phone. I have not added more than like $5 to any of these since I started them. And we already have a pretty decent amount in them. And finally, we have our cell phone. It will be getting $3 today, and that is our last $3. So now in cell phone, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I do want to add one more envelope to my son's binder as well. I'm thinking I want to add a car envelope. Obviously, he's nowhere close to needing a car, but if I just do like I'm doing with the cell phone and add a couple dollars here and there every month, by the time he turns 16, that should be a pretty good amount. But for now, that is it for my son's binder. That is pretty much all that I have for you today. If you enjoy this type of content, please like, comment, or subscribe, or all three if that's what you want to do. I would really appreciate it. It makes me very happy. It helps my channel grow, and it's completely free. Anyways, I really hope that I will see you in my next video. Bye.